Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful design. It's absolutely gorgeous and I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. You'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message in that video that you're watching and I can send you the link. For this design, these are the material I'm going to use. They are Peyton Grace, 100% mercerized cotton, light 3, 50 gram. And the color is Aqua Fair. It's like an aqua color. I have these two. That will be more than plenty. The crochet hook is 2 millimeters. You're going to need tapestry needle and scissors for this. Now this part is optional. I have some pearls, white pearls, and a little heart, it's like a charm. This is optional, the same with the material. I have this material. I have little specks like that. I have a mirror. For this you're going to need a sewing machine, or you can do it by hand, or you can bring this piece to somebody to do this part, or you can omit this, don't do this part, and just do the crochet one. I'm going to start working in my crochet. Maybe I will like it just the crochet part and I skip this part. This I'm going to use for sure, maybe the pearls, but maybe I will skip this. I don't know, you know how I do my design. So we're going to make 2 of these, and instead to do a traditional piece standing up like that, we're going to do a sideways. So I measure from my side and my chest to the tip, and I measure 30 chains plus 3 to turn my work around. So that's the measurement. You have to measure on your breast your piece, okay? So each one have a different size. So you have to measure from the side to the tip, and then you will have the amount of chain that you need. And this is the one that will bring you to the rest, to cover the rest. So you have to do 2 like this. So I'm going to start with the chains of 30 plus 3 to turn my work around. I'm going to start with the slip knot. And I'm going to do my chain of 33. So 30 plus 1. You can make this even for a little girl that I was thinking about when I was talking, recording in Spanish. I made the one for my little niece. She's 5. She's the one I'm gonna give the other little dress that I made. So I'm gonna continue until I have my 33 chains. I'm gonna measure this, the part of the chain, and I measured 12 centimeters, and that is 4 inches and 3/4. I'm going to do a yarn over. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do my first double crochet. Now you'll have 2 because the chain 3 counts as the first one. Now you're going to do a double crochet on each chain space, and I did 30 chains, so I have to have 30 double crochet. Like I said, counting those chain 3 as the first one. Here I have my 30 double crochet. Now in the same space I'm gonna do 3 more double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet plus the 1 of the 30. So you will have in that space, you will have 4 double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet. Now we're going to do the rest of the 29 double crochet until the end. I finished the first row and the last double crochet was on top of that chain in there. So you're going to chain 3, turn your work around, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet. When you get to the space of the chain, the one chain, inside that chain you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and then you continue on the other side with 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. Now in the chain 1 space you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Now you're going to do a double crochet on each double crochet. And the second row is the one that you're going to repeat until you have the desired size. For this one I did 8 rows, so here is where you have the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So depending on the size that you're making this for yourself is the amount of rows that you're gonna do. This is my size, and you're gonna finish the first one, and then I'm gonna work on this one off camera, and then after I finish the 7 row of this one and the second one, I will measure here when I'm working on the 8, because in the last row we're gonna attach this one to this one. So you have to finish the first one, finish that one, lose the tail, start on the second one, and then when it's time to do the last row of this one, we're gonna attach them like that on the tail. And remember, in all the rows you're gonna do now this repetition, that when you get to this space you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same space, and then you continue with a double crochet on top of each double crochet. Now I'm gonna work in the last row. So when I get here to the tip, I will meet you here. I did the 2 first double crochet in the chain space. Now you're gonna come to this one, and you're gonna pass your hook through this, You're gonna come here, you're gonna pull it out, and don't pull it too much, and that will be the chain space, and you're gonna do your 2 double crochet. One and 2, and you're going to continue with your double crochet until the end, and don't cut your yarn. And it will be like that. Attach the 2 pieces together. Once you finish that part, it will look like this. You'll end up in here, and to have the right way, you'll have to have the tail and the opposite side in here. So I counted 35 double crochet and I placed the marker. Now I'm gonna do 35 double crochet here. Okay, I just marked there, that way I know those are the 35 that I had to work on the other side. Once you have your 35 double crochet, we're gonna work here and these ones in the center. I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna do yarn over. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 I'm gonna do an elongated double crochet. So you have 3 loops. You pass through 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over twice. You're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 you're gonna do a treble crochet. You pass through 2, just regular. 2 and 2. 1, chain 2 this time, yarn over twice, and I like it to pass it through this loop and the other loop like this to be in the center, and then we're gonna pass it through the first one, and then through 2, 2, and 2. Now you're gonna do the same repetition to the other side. 1 and 2. Yarn over twice. This time, if you count here, you have 1, 2, 3, and this one in here is like the number 4 in between, because if you count from here to there, you have 1, 2, 3, and it's number 4. But in here you have one hidden underneath. It's the last one here. You don't count that one, so it will be that one. So you skip that one and you count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 you're gonna do your treble crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over. You're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and number 4, the elongated double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over. 1, 2, 3, and you see number 4, your regular double crochet. Now you're going to continue, and that's the first one of your 35 double crochet, and like this will be in the center. I finished that row and I started the last one, and I did this time 33 double crochet. We're gonna work here in the center and then the other 33, and this will be the last row of this part. So I have two 34 and 35 in here. So you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna do yarn over, and you're gonna go to the center of these 3 chains right inside, that way they don't move, and you're gonna do your elongated double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over twice, and you're gonna come here to the center of these 3 chains, and you're gonna do your treble crochet. This time you're gonna chain 1, and that's when I'm gonna use the little heart. And debating if I use this one or this one, I don't know. I'm gonna try with this one first. I'm gonna come here, and I have here a smaller crochet hook. This one don't even have a number, and I'm gonna pass it through here. I'm gonna pass it through here. Let's see if I don't lose this. There you go. And then I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna chain 1. Now yarn over twice. You're gonna skip this chain to space, this chain to space, and you're gonna go to the center of this 3 chain space, and you're gonna do your treble crochet. So you're gonna pass it through 2, 2, and 2, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, and the center of this 3 chain space, you're gonna do your elongated double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna skip these 2 double crochet and go to the next one and do your first your 33 double crochet, and it will be like that in the center with a little heart. If you don't have a heart, I doubt it if you have one, but you have a charm, like for example one of these little owl. You see if I move this, even you can leave it like that because it looks really nice with nothing in there, but if you have a little charm, a double-sided charm, you can put it there and it will look really nice as well. So you have the choice to leave it empty or to have something in there. So now I'm going to continue with the rest of my double crochet, and when I get to the end I will continue working with the strap, and then after we'll work on the rest. Once you finish your 33 double crochet, you're going to chain 3. We're going to work on the strap, and you're going to work 5 double crochet until you have the desired length for your strap. If you want a little thicker, you can do 6, you can do 7. That depends on your taste for the strap thickness or width. So this is what I have left from the first ball of yarn, and that's why I mentioned that with 2 is enough for this part. So far we done this like this. So you're gonna do this one. Once you have the length, you will come to this one and you will do the same, and then you finish the 2 strap, and I will meet you here to continue. I started working in the lower part. I did a slip knot and I did a chain of 3 in here, and I lost the tail as I worked the double crochet a little bit, and I did 38 double crochet. I cut here 38 and I placed the marker. I have 9 double crochet left here and 9 on this side. Something that I forgot to mention before when we did this one is that if you're making this bigger, you will do a few more double crochet, or do one of the extra things that I'm gonna do here. The same for this side. You can, when you did this part, sorry that I mentioned that, you could have done, you see, an extra little square in here, and instead of 3 on each side, 4 on each side, and then 3 in this one here, plus the one in the center. You have to play around with the amount of double crochet that you have, depend on the size. It's the same if you're making it smaller. You can do it just exactly like this. Just do less double crochet on each side. The same for the lower part. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to do in here. Here I'm going to do number 38. And I'm going to do elongated double crochet. Or Portuguese. Now you're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to do a yarn over. You're going to count 1, 2, and then the third one you're going to do an elongated double crochet that you're not going to finish. So 1 and through 2. You have 2 loops. Yarn over twice. You're going to count 1, 2, and then the third one you're going to do a treble crochet that you're not going to finish. Yarn over 3 times, and you're going to do a quadruple crochet here that you're not going to finish. Let's do 2 through 2 through 2, but you're not going to finish. You have 4 loops. Yarn over twice. You're going to count 1, 2, 3. You're going to do a treble crochet that you're not going to finish. Yarn over, and you're going to count 1, 2, and then the third one you're going to do an elongated double crochet. You're going to pass through those 6 loops. You're going to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and you'll count 1, 2, and then the third one is where you have the marker. You'll do your elongated double crochet, and like that it will look on the center. Now you're going to continue working your 37 double crochet. I finished this part of our top, the crochet part in the front, and I still have this attached in here. I'm gonna work a band for the back, but I don't gonna bring it all the way to the center. I'm gonna leave a space there, around like that, in order to have an I-cord to close the back. If you want a little bit more together, you can do it and then place some buttons. It's up to you. I'm gonna work for around 5 to 6 of this row on the side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. That depends on the width of this that you want to do. Okay, I will do 2 double crochet on each space. So I still have my work yarn attached. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna chain 3, and instead of turning our work around, we're gonna continue on the side. In the center of this double crochet, I'm gonna do a double crochet, and here where the double crochet is done, I'm gonna do 1. At the same time I'm gonna lose that tail. Now in the center of this 3 chain space, I'm gonna do 1, and the top at that double crochet from the row before. I'm gonna do another one. I will be like this. In the center here, 1, and in this one where that one is done, from the row side like that, I will do 1. So it's 1 in the center and 1 in the bottom. And here. And like that, you're going to work the amount of rows depending on the width that you want to do this. I did this double crochet in these 6 rows. I'm gonna chain 3. I'm gonna turn my work around, and I'm gonna do a double crochet on top of each double crochet. Like this, you're gonna continue until you have the desired length. So when I have mine, I will meet you here. I have the length, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 row. And if you count the amount of double crochet that you will have 13. If you did the 6 rows from this one, you have 13, and that's the perfect amount for this. So you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work around, in the same space you're going to do a double crochet, a single crochet, sorry. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 you're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you count here, you have 1, 2, 3, and at number 4 that will be on top of the 3rd chain. You will do your single crochet, chain 1, cut the yarn. I don't want to lose the tail because I want to do the other side first before I lose the tail, just in case I have to remove one of these rows here because it's too long, and then I will know if that's the right amount. because this is stretched a little bit, plus I'm gonna have the little I-cord from here to here, and I think that is the perfect length. So I will do the other side and I will meet you here. I will try it on and I will meet you here. I have to undo a few rows. I have 14 plus this one, and 14 on this side plus this one, because when I try it on and I tried to tie it was too loose. I had to really gather the space like this, and then I undo those, and now it's perfect. So I'm gonna work now in the lower part. Once you finish this crochet part, it will look like this, and look how gorgeous it looks. Now I'm gonna work with the material. The plan that I have for the material part is I seam over and over the bikini cover up or dresses. They are open all the way up on the side, and that's the plan that I have for this. So I'm gonna do the border here at this end. I'm gonna sew in this one and the other one, and then I'm gonna do, let's pretend that this is already done. Okay, and I'm gonna do for the side an overlap. Let's say like this, and it will be open on the side, and then on this I will straight line sew, and then I will pull the inside thread to ruche this to fit the size of this. But for the back I had to leave a little bit bigger because I'm planning to do a cut to leave it a little bit open, like this girl's dress that I did, because remember, these don't stretch, and if you do completely close with the overlap and you're gonna try to put it on, don't wanna pass over your shoulders, because these don't stretch, so you'll break it. You need a little gap in order to do that. So my plan is to do a little gap like this, but what I'm planning is with crochet I will do a chain and probably a few double crochets like this with these loops, and I will sew it in that opening in here, because this for little girl, because it's in the middle of the back, is open. For this dress I'm gonna sew it had to be in white, and white, no, I will do it in blue as well. Since this is blue and this is blue, I will do it in blue in here. I was planning to do it in white, but I think a blue will look perfect. So I will do it like that, plus the one for the top like this, and then you will pass your I-cord and you close this, and then when you put it on and off it will open a little bit more. And that's the plan that I have for this one. So I'm gonna show you as best as I can. Remember, my camera's in the top like I explained in this design that I did. I don't know if you've seen this design. Let me show you. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I had to grab it. This one is already in the channel. I will leave the links here. I will try to do my best to show you. I tried to show with this one as well as I went sewing with the machine. I don't know if you guys can see exactly what I did with this one, but I explained really well all my work. And I will leave the link for this and the little girl's dress as well, that is done like this with material and crochet. Some combination is absolutely gorgeous, and I like this design, combining crochet with material. This is my first time that I've done these two that I did, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna prepare for this, and I also had to do a little bit of a border here before I do that, and then I start sewing. Before I start, I just wanted to show you this blouse that I just made. That's here in the channel as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way I look, and the shine is amazing, and it's super easy to do. And I was thinking, for something like this, you do it a little bit shorter or the same length, like the part of the skirt. You do material and the lower part, and instead of a blouse you do like a dress, and I will look amazing. I'm gonna leave the link for this one as well here because it's absolutely gorgeous and super easy and fast to do, and it look amazing when you have it on. So you see, you don't gonna see much with the sewing machine here because I have the camera on top. I don't have it in front of me. For me it's much easier to have the camera there for my work. So I'm gonna explain you quick. I'm gonna do the in the side where you're gonna have the overlap. I'm gonna sew in here all the way in the border where I'm gonna do the ruching. But the hem, I don't gonna do the hem right now. I'm only gonna do this other part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold it like this, and I'm gonna do in a straight line, and then I will do the border as well. I want the border to have a better finish because what I did on the little girl's dress, and let me show you, I did the zigzag with the sewing machine, but it wasn't the best, and I have that like that. I don't like the finish. I have a serger, but I don't know if it's working anymore. It's been years, probably over 10 years since I used it, so I don't want just to get it out and start trying it on to see if it works or not. So I better do a small border with the sewing machine straight, and it will look much better with a better finish. So I'm gonna work here on a straight line and do those borders. So I took out my old serger. It's very old. I bought it at a garage sale, second hand. So it was very old. It is very old, but it worked, sort of. But it's better than the sewing machine doing the border. Look at these. I think if I continue working with material, I will have to get myself a newer one and get the camera in a different position. That way you guys can see better what I'm doing by just doing the border with the serger. That way I don't have to fold it. I wish I have took it out to do the little girl's dress in the border, and I don't have extra white thread, so I put it there and it's working. Well, at least it's getting there. It's a little bit better than with the sewing machine alone, this part. So let me continue doing this part and I will show you what to do next. I'm recording this with my cell phone, that way you guys see up close my old beastie. It's heavy, like, oh my goodness, it's very, very old. And it's like this, but it works. Here and there, I do this in the border, but it's still better than with the sewing machine. You see, this is perfect in that part, and some part is like that. So it's not the best, but it's doing the work that I needed to do. So I will insert this here in the video, that way you guys can see even the stains, and it's very old. I just give it a clean up. It's very dusty and I have to give it a better clean up. I put some oil and it's working. Well, I did this part with my beastie. That serger, I think it weighed like probably 25-30 pounds. It's a very heavy duty metal beastie. So much better now. I can do the border with a long stitch. That way I can gather this. I'm gonna overlap in here. I already have these two borders done. I don't want to overlap a lot because I don't have a lot of space here. Just a little overlap. I want this to be open, and this material is see-through, so this is for the beach or for the pool. But I see some women out there that are wearing these as dress, like, and I just today I saw a TikTok or an Instagram post of a video of a woman. She was in a jewelry store and she was nude, completely nude. One of her bum completely out. Is unbelievable. That's a little bit too much. They don't leave nothing to the imagination. But these are for the beach, so it's perfect. With the swimming suit underneath, it's perfect. So I'm gonna overlap these. I'm gonna gather these, not a lot, because or ruche because it's not that big of a space, and then I will continue showing you what to do next. The overlap is 2 inches 5 centimeters. So now I'm gonna change my sewing machine to do the long stitch. I did an extra inch for the overlap because I wanted this to fall, you see, to be more like this and to close some time, so not to be open all the time. So I did an extra inch, and that is 7.5 centimeters. Now I'm going to ruche these to match the size of these. Always remember that I have to open the back in order to do these little loops. And this one, that way it will close the. Something that I wanted to mention, just in case you guys know how to sew the proper way. I'm not a seamster or anything like that. I just like to play around with material. Like I told you, I've been over 10 years since I used the serger, and probably over 2 years since I used my sewing machine. I hardly do any sewing. It's when I have to say something. I think I used to do a little bit more sewing years ago before I started with the crochet. It's not for me, around the house and stuff like that, boards and stuff. But little skirts for Kimi for school and things. Imagine that was 2005 when Kimi was 5 years old. A long time ago. So I'm gonna so this measure 47 inches, give or take. That is 18.5 centimeters. Before I secure the border with stitch, that way these ruches don't move around like I'm moving it right now. I'm gonna pin it here to see if that's the right size for the top, and I'm gonna pin it here in this part, and like that. And the chain, because I had to sew through that chain, so that will be a little bit playing around that I had to do to sew the chain. And let you know if that's the right size. I cut the back, and I did the cut a little bit deeper because I'm gonna do these loops to pass the I-cord. So I cut 5 inches. That is 13 centimeters. So I like the length of this piece, so I don't want to cut anything and go all the way to my ankle. So what I'm gonna do to have a little piece of material for here, I have this leftover from the piece that I did before that is pretty much the same weight and it's white. I'm gonna cut a little piece to work this and the inside, you know, to do the sewing, and I will prepare that. I will do the straight, I remove this, I will do the straight line with a shorter stitch, get this ready in order to sew this to the piece. But before I do the sewing to the piece, I think I'm gonna do this part of the loops in here. I did 2 little openings here in order to flip her inside. I'm gonna bring it to the inside and I'm gonna fold it here. I'm gonna lose that to have it nice and neat to the inside, like so. And I will finish this. And probably I'm doing all this wrong. If you know how to sew, and probably you'll say, well, my goodness, she's doing a mess. But this is my way of doing it. I don't know how to do it really well, but I'm trying my best. So I'm gonna finish this and then I'll continue with the rest. So I went and I ironed this. That way it'll be easier for me to sew this part. And once I finish, it will be like this. And the opening for the back, it look like this. Now I'm gonna work in here and then we'll continue. I already made one of these pieces that I need for here. So I did a chain long enough. I needed to be multiple of 4 plus 1 in order to do these loops, plus 1 more to turn my work around to do single crochet. So that was a chain of 29 plus 1. So I did 29 single crochet. Once I did my 29 single crochet, I turned my chain 1, turned my work around, and I was here. And this side. Yeah. I chain 1, I did a single crochet, and the first single crochet, I chain 5, I counted 1, 2, 3, and at number 4, I did a single crochet. I chain 5, and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did in the number 4 a single crochet. Exactly the same as I did for this space. The only thing that this one is done on top of double crochet and this one is single crochet. And you have to have that extra in order to count at the end 1, 2, 3, and then the last one, number 4, to do the last one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these chain 7 space. So I'm gonna sew this in here, but you don't wanna bring this even with the border when you sew this, because once you do that, when you sew this piece and here where you're supposed to, you see they will be overlapping. So you want to bring this a little bit lower where you have the stitches there, and then that will come to here. And then once you sew this one on top, they're gonna be like this. They don't gonna overlap. And that's how I'm planning to do this part in here. So now I have to make the other one like this one. And remember, for mine, I have to do a chain of 30 to make 29 single crochet. I already pinned these together, so I changed my thread to blue because I was working with white. So I decided to sew this first to this piece, and then after I will do this one. That way I can put it exactly where I want this to be. Like this through the inside, if you want it through the inside, or if you like, you can, very careful, you can sew it here through the outside like an accent. That depends how you want it. So I will decide after how I want it, either through the inside or the outside. This. So I already sewed these two pieces together. What I did here, I sewed through this chain, but also that way this part here don't come through this bigger hole. I sew from here all the way from this chain to this one, to this space here, trapping the white on the back. That way this is sealed. These two little holes here are sealed. This is gonna pass through. It's trapped here on the back. So like this, I look on the border. I still have to lose this tail somehow. I don't lost this tail. Look, and I trap it here. And now I'm gonna pin in here this, because I don't know yet if I'm gonna sew it through the outside. Since I'm working with blue thread, maybe I'll sew it here like this. That will have a nice, like this, the right side up. Nice accent on the outside of the white. I think I'm gonna do that because I think it looks really nice like this. So let's see what I decide. From 3 different opinions, we have exactly the same one. That through the outside it looks much better than the inside, but it's up to you. So I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna lose this tail, do the hem, and do the I-cord, and I'm done. I finished this part, and honestly it's even better than my expectation. So here I tried to do it a little bit round and as close as each other as I could to create it like it was one. Maybe I will do one more stitch here to put them together, but with a little piece of this. That way I have a line there. Maybe I will do that to make it perfect. But it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. Now I have to do the hem, just a regular hem for mine, in the I-cord. An idea that I have, if you like, you're gonna do your little hem, and then you're gonna create a chain long enough, the length of the entire lower part, the width, and then do this, and then you can sew like this around the hem. That's an idea, but for mine gonna be just a regular hem. So for the I-cord, you're gonna do the length that you want to go around here, you know, through this, and to do a tie, a bow, whatever you want. The length is up to you. You only have to make one, so you don't have to count the stitches or anything. And I'm gonna use, I think, the 3mm crochet hook. I was thinking between 3 or 3.5. I think a 3mm will be fine to make a little bit more loose, not too stiff with the 2mm. So I'm gonna do my chain long enough, and then I go through the second chain from the hook and I start doing slip stitches. This is the best way to do an I-cord that look really nice, and instead of doing just a regular chain for this. You see, with the 3mm will be much easier to do this. So you're gonna do your I-cord, doing your slip stitch backwards like this through the chain, and you will have a nice round core. So do this, do the hem, and then we are done, I think. If you want to do the beads, that's up to you. If you did exactly like mine, the back will look like this. I found the I-cord is a little on the shorter side, but when I pull this to close this tighter, this will be bigger. If not, this is the leftover yarn from my second ball, so I'll have here enough to create a longer I-cord if this one is too short. So I'm gonna put it in the mannequin and I will show you the end result, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, that's the back, and like this is the front. So the pearls are optional, like I mentioned. So you will grab white thread and then you will sew them around here. If you have different sizes, it will be even better, you know. Try to place them the same, give or take, and the border here, like so. Different sizes, I don't know. Emboss. Like this. And if you like, in the back too, you can put some in the thing, the part that go down, but it's up to you. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm gonna put on the mannequin, and if I decide to do the pearls, I will do that later. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the way it looks. Once you finish, it will look like this on the back. It's very long. Now I'm gonna turn around, that way you can see the front, and look how nice the accent look in the back. The front look like this. It's a little bit more it gather a little bit more in the front because this is a medium size, the mannequin is a small, but on me it look open like that, really nice. And here in the side it's like this with the opening. It look amazing. I absolutely love this design. And if you close it, because the opening is all the way here and overlap, you close that, you don't see the opening in the side. It's amazing. I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and a try, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful design and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family and in groups. That way I get more view. That way you help me a lot personally and with the channel. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.